this is a lesson on you cannot control how people respond
Mhm.
to when you decide to go low.
I know they say, you can't tell, like you just said, you can't tell somebody how mad to get or whatever. But if you're gonna go that low, please know I'm going to hell. We going there. I can go lower than you. I can tell you that.
Life is like a basketball game. Sometimes you're up, other times you're down. Opponents and adversaries coming at you left and right. However, it's not the challenges you face that define you. What defines you is how you play the game. And I play to win. Welcome to my world, Carlton's World. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Carlton's World. It's your boy, Carlton. We have a special guest on today. He is one of my big brothers. And what's crazy, I just thought about this. I've known this man for 10 years now. So I present Kevin J. Stone. What's going on, man?
What's up? Thank you. I'm glad to be here, brother.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, I realized this as I was planning the pod today. I was like, I've known this guy
Yeah.
for 10 years. It's
It
been 10,
has been 10 years,
it's
yeah.
been
Since
10 years.
that radio interview
Well,
in
no,
2015.
yeah, 2015. So yeah, and then Lovers Lane started in 2015. Uh,
Mm.
so yeah, it's been 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
See, time be flying. Time
it do.
flies, man.
It do. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. How you been doing, brother?
I've been good, man. 2025 is off to a good start for me, I guess. Rocky for the country as a whole, but
Hmm.
I'm trying to be positive.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
this,
yeah. That's all you can
I,
do, man.
I still got my family. I still got friends. Still got life. So
Yeah.
it's good so far.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 2025 has been interesting. On the personal note, it's been straight. We were supposed to record this a couple of weeks ago. Got sick.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a time. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, like you say, overall though, man, it's 2025 is starting off real diabolical. Um,
Man,
um,
that ain't even a word.
but like you said, man, you just gotta stay positive, brother. You gotta stay positive and just kind of try to
Hmm.
see the good, even in the bad, and try to see the light within the dark. So that's all you can do.
True.
That's all you
Yeah.
can do. Speaking of 2025,
Hmm.
this year, well, first of all, this is episode 40 of Carlton's World. So I thought it was just right because this year of 2025, thank you, sir.
You
This
welcome.
year, 2025, we both turned 40 years old.
We do. We do. We we do.
Obviously, you turn, for those who don't know, he actually turns 40 before I do. So,
Oh yeah.
that's why I say he's my big brother.
Hmm.
But yeah, he'll get there before I do. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Gemini.
What's crazy though is because I'm trying to enjoy 39. I'm trying to just
Oh.
let me stay focused on 39. But it's crazy because again, my birthday's at the end of towards the end of the year. So like I am, let's see, November, December. I'm three no, February. I am 4 months into being 39. So,
Hmm.
but it's crazy to think about I'll still be 40 this year because again, like I said, my birthday, I literally just turned 39 not too long ago.
Right.
So yeah, just kind of thinking about that. What are your thoughts on turning 40? Have another decade.
Uh, bro, it came fast. It came
Yes.
fast.
Yes.
I don't feel like it. I think growing up, I thought 30 was old. And then you get to 30 and it's like this ain't the same 30 as what we saw back in the day. Like people back in the day when they look 30, they actually look like they were like in their 50s and 60s, like the way they dressed, the way their hair was looking and everything. But like the people today, like they look young. Like the people that's 40, the people that's 50, they look young. So it's like I'm not scared to get 40 like I was when I was younger. Um, I'm looking forward to it. This new next decade. I feel like it's gonna be a good decade for me. I always hear that the 40s is like that's when you really start living life. So I'm like, okay, well, if I've been living life now, what's it gonna be like in my 40s? So I'm ready to see that.
Got you. Yeah, I feel the same way. I think like I'm not scared of turning 40, but I'm not necessarily like I used to be like, yeah, I'm not, I'm prepared for 40, whatever, whatever.
Hey,
Now I'm not necessarily ready for, cause I think I'm thinking about, I'm not ready for my nieces and nephews to be older. So
okay,
it's like I'm getting older, so that means they're getting older too. And I'm just like, I'm not ready. I really still want them to be babies, and
yeah,
I'm not ready for that. Cause like I said, Kyler will be 8 this year. Is it 8 or 9? 8.
mm.
I can't remember these people's ages. Um, but yeah, basically he'll be a year older, and
hmm
I'm not ready for that. Same thing with Kimberly, Ash, Peyton, all of. I'm just not ready for that.
I get it.
And also too, I'm thinking about my parents too. Like it's like they're getting older too, and it's like, no, I'm not ready for that.
I understand, but listen, we're both blessed to still have both of our parents alive, so
True,
that's a
true,
blessing that they're still here. There's a lot
true.
of people that don't have them, so I try to, spend as much time with my parents as I can, because I know that, it's gonna be a hard. I always say once they go, I'm probably gonna need a straight jacket or something. 'Cause I don't think I can take that kind of death. I really don't know how that's gonna affect me, but I feel like I'm gonna shut down, especially with my mother. No disrespect to my dad, I love them both. But my mother, like, once she's gone, if I don't go before her, which I don't want either one of us to go. Now, this is getting more, but I don't want, but I don't want either one of us to go. But I feel like once she goes, it's like really gonna like do something to my mental, and I'm gonna need like some serious help.
Mm, mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to think about.
yeah,
I try not to think about it. So
hmm
yeah, but anyway, yeah, we this is kind of going left.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yeah. But back to the nieces now. That I feel you on the nieces thing because Facebook memories will show me memories of my niece Harper, who's 11 now, and I'm seeing like videos of her when she was 2 and 3, and I'm just like, man, that time flew by. I could just hold her in my arms, and now I can still hold her in my arms because I go to the gym and I work out and everything.
I see, hey bro, I see you, bro. Like you getting
Listen,
it, you getting it.
listen. Look, I just got off a fast. I do a fast every year, 36 days. I give a tithe of the year. And so I had no alcohol, no fried foods, no like desserts, anything like that. I only drink water, and I had coffee, 1 cup of coffee a day. And so like that really like changes you. Like, and now I'm like, they say it takes 21 days to build a habit. Now like my mind is like, I don't even want fried food. I don't even want alcohol. I don't even want. I did have some candy today, but I don't really like crave it like I did before I got on the fast. So now I'm like, and I'm trying to get healthier, especially I'm coming up on 40. I want to live a healthier life, and I'm trying to really have the best physique that I've ever had in my life by the time I get 40.
Absolutely, and also too, like I said, it's just important that we take better care of our house. We're losing too many, especially
Mm,
black men
yeah.
at an early age. I mean, we literally
Hmm.
just lost Irv Gotti, and it's like
Yeah.
he was in his 50s, and it's like
Yeah.
it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we as black men,
Hmm.
we definitely need to take better priority with our health. I know we don't like going to the doctor and all that
Yeah.
stuff, but we have to put our health first. Bro, you was there when I thought I was about to die.
And yeah, I was about to say, I know where you're going. Yeah, I was there.
So, and I tell people all the time that was my wake up call right there. I was like, oh no, we got to do something a little different because yeah, that was one of the
Yeah.
scariest moments of my life. Like, yeah,
Yeah. But I can see the change in you too. Like yeah, I can see even in your face, like it looks slimmer. Like I can tell, you're really taking it serious and you're really doing your thing.
appreciate it, brother. Yeah, it's officially been a year since I made the commitment of being consistent of going to the gym.
Hmm.
So, like I said, I know I did the video at the end of 2024, but like it's literally been
Yeah.
I started at the end of January of last year. And so it's been a year. So, just try
Yeah.
just like I said, a lot of prayer. Um, like I said, I have my days. I mean, it's I think like I said, I try to treat it as like I'm not putting so much restrictions on myself, but I'm just again just balance. That's just the
I got
thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just about balance with me. Like I said again, if and 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 if I want something, I'll get it, but not try to not
you. Yeah,
indulge too much. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
again, it's just about balance and everything. But the main thing for me was the consistency part, especially as far as working
yeah.
out. So that's what it was for me, and I'm just grateful that I'm still here and still doing it.
I
So
I am too, bro. I'm
yeah,
proud of you.
I'm
I'm
proud of you
proud of
too, bro. Proud of you too,
Appreciate it,
man.
man.
Proud of
I
you too.
appreciate it.
All right, so let's jump on this thing. We're gonna talk about Super Bowl Sunday. Um,
Okay.
and we're gonna talk about the masterful genius himself, Kendrick Lamar, who did the halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
We have been ready for this since he announced that he was gonna be doing it, and we're gonna just break it down a little bit.
Okay.
Talk about the things we saw. Um, some of the things, some of the think pieces. I know there was something I had to watch it. I had to watch it a few times. I mean, because I know, like I said, the first time I watched it on Super Bowl Sunday, I was first of all, I just want to say this: if you know Kendrick, if you've been following his career for years, you know every time he does a performance, it's going to be a message.
Yes.
There's messages in his music.
Every time.
So
Every
every
time.
time, so you shouldn't expect anything different, especially with this being one of the largest viewing audiences in the world. So of course he's going to use this as a platform to speak a message to the people. So I don't think people should have. I don't know what I was just telling my homeboy Josh Abrams, who does my animations,
Okay,
and
yeah.
he has his podcast as well. I was like, I commented, I said, I don't understand what people were expecting. I don't know what I don't get it. Like, what he
I will,
does.
okay. I do have one critique.
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
feel I feel like he did too much of the GNX stuff, and I wanted more of like. Oh, I'm not saying I want with the 80. Was it the 80? What's the one with the first one? The first mixtape, the 80
Section 80.
Section 80. Yeah, I'm not saying I wanted some of that, but I definitely wanted more of like the Good Kid, Mad City, uh, the Pimp a Butterfly,
Okay.
some more of them. But I feel like we got a lot of GNX. I mean, because you only get like what 13 to 15 minutes for the
Yeah.
halftime show.
Yeah.
So give me more of like show me why. I mean, he showed me why he deserved the spot, but like show me the classics. You know what I'm saying? Like I want a mini concert, which we got a mini concert, but I wanted more like with the old stuff from him as well, not just all the like current stuff.
I got
Which
you.
I love TV off. I love TV off. I love Squabble Up, and of course I love Not Like Us. But you only got so much time.
I got you. Like I said, again, I think this performance was definitely more so uh message focused,
Hmm.
especially with the current state of our country. I think, and like I said, and I know a lot of people were saying, because I didn't watch the Breakfast Club interview, I didn't watch the Breakfast Club review, I didn't watch all of it. I saw a little snippet of it on Instagram,
Hmm.
and they were talking about how I know Charlamagne was saying like he wished it wasn't so like Drake focused or something like that. And I don't think it was too Drake focused. I think it was. I mean,
Nah.
you saw the sprinkle of petty,
Yeah.
but it was mostly about the message of America. Like
Yeah.
that's what the
Yeah.
message was. It said with Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam
Being
and
Uncle
just
Sam
yeah,
and like the like his having the double meanings, like Uncle Sam talking about playing the game, and they're talking about it's the big game, the Super Bowl, but he's talking about playing the game of being a good black person in America,
right.
playing that game. So the messaging was definitely there. It was incredible. Um, of course, you got Trump's MAGA. They were hating on it and saying it's a DEI performance, and I'm just like, yes, it was pro-black. It's Black History Month. I mean,
It
what do
is.
you expect?
It
It's
is
Black
Black
History
History
Month.
Month. It's
So
definitely Black
if
History Month.
anytime you want to be doing DEI for black, which they of course mean black people, if anytime we're gonna do DEI, damn it, it's gonna be during Black History Month
And I don't see nothing wrong with that.
at all.
I mean, you already gave us the shortest month anyway, so I don't understand what
Right.
the problem is. So, um, Yeah, I just like I said again, like I said, watching it the first time, uh, I was just purely watching it for Kendrick. Of course, I
Mm,
caught a few things, but like I said, even with like I said with Kendrick's music, you have to listen to it a few times to really get every single thing, and that's the same thing with this
yeah.
performance. You have to watch it a few times to really understand, and understand what was going on.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So even with like just the red, white, and blue, um, just the brokenness when they broke out, like the
Yeah,
brokenness of the country. Even
yeah.
the part when they were united and Kendrick was in the center. The part where they were like laid out, like just showing how like basically this country was built on the back of our ancestors. Like
Hmm.
it was just so much. And again, I'm sure I'm missing a lot of other stuff.
I
So,
mean, listen, you had Serena Williams coming out there crip walking, and
do you know the meaning of behind that?
well, I know what she said is that she did it at Wimbledon and she got fined,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so she was
yeah.
able to do it on this stage.
I think
Um,
that's what people miss because I saw a lot. I saw some people saying how that was tacky and like this is supposed to be about unity, but you got somebody doing the crib wall, and I'm just like, y'all are missing the whole
the
point.
whole point, yeah.
You're missing the whole
Um,
point. She was being ridiculed for doing. She's first of all, she's from Compton. Like that's where
right,
she's from, and so she did that again because of the ridicule that she faced. You know.
exactly.
Now,
And I
again,
okay, go ahead.
there was a sprinkle of petty
There was
because she is Drake's ex, and so
yeah.
yeah,
I just found out today that SZA was also one of his exes. I
I
didn't know
did,
that.
bro. I did too.
I'm
I
like,
did
when was
too.
that? When did that happen? Was that before Serena or was that after her? Like,
I had no idea. I was like, wait, what? Because my coworker was like, yeah, he had two of his exes up there. I was like, two? I was like, who's the second person? And it was like SZA. I was like, wait, when did that happen?
yeah, 'cause that was they kept that on the low. Like, or
Clearly.
maybe I just didn't hear. I mean, I knew about Serena. Like
Yeah.
Drake, he's had what was he has 40. Been engaged to or proposed to 40 women or something like that.
He proposed to 40 with, man.
Yeah, because he had like a chain that he had with like engagement. He had like 40 engagement rings. He had a chain made out of all of his engagement rings.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, because he's
That's,
proposed like 40 times. Because he was like a lover boy, certified lover boy. That's the name of the album, Certified Lover Boy. So he was a lover boy, and he proposed to all these women. Had a chain made out of the rings after they declined or the relationship didn't work out.
that's bananas.
Yeah, but yeah. What was I gonna say? It was something else I think I was gonna say about Serena. I don't even remember, but I just know when I saw her pop up, I was just like, okay, at this point, Drake, you might as well just go ahead and just hang it up for the rest of the year. Because I mean, he's just like got his foot on your neck and he is not letting up at any point.
Here's there's something else I wanted to add. Um, this is about Drake because here's the thing. I think people are so like you have to just like one artist, and I
Hmm.
felt like even for me, actually like Drake.
Oh yeah, me too. I
I don't
still listen to.
I don't dislike Drake. I like Drake.
No,
I like his music or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I am a bigger K Dot fan,
right.
so you know
Um,
I like Kendrick. But like I said again, I feel like people act like you can't like all these artists. But we're gonna keep it a buck. K Dot won this battle.
he
Like,
definitely did. Now I like Drake too. I don't like the way he's been acting, moving these past few years. I will say that, like the whole, really trying to taunt Megan Thee Stallion after what Tory did. Like he was all. I know they both from Canada, but he was like going hard on Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know if she rejected him or something. He just wanted to get back at her that way by teaming up with Tory Lanez. But I ain't like how he was doing that. And then some of the music he's just been making lately has just been questionable. Like and having like was it Barrett's in his head or something like that. Like I don't know
mm,
what he was going through, but he's just been he hadn't been the same Drake in the past few years.
mm. Also too, this this is a less because I know a lot of people was trying to say Kendrick started this, with the whole F the big three, it's only big me,
Mm.
or just even going back to Control and all this other stuff. But as a rapper, I'm not a rapper. No, not a rapper. But
You sure?
I'm positive. I'm not a rapper.
Okay, just making sure.
Um, but I feel like that's your job as a rapper, like to be like, a hip hop artist, a lyricist. You're supposed to big yourself up as like as you're the best. I think
Yeah.
that's what you do. That's the hip hop culture and everything. So I don't feel like Kendrick was doing anything wrong, even with just sticking with the big three line. After big three
Mm.
line, there's nothing wrong. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with saying that because J. Cole and Drake was talking about something about the big three and saying like Muhammad Ali or whatever was going on with, whatever the lyrics were.
Yeah.
I don't be knowing lyrics like that. But this is a lesson on you cannot control how people respond
Mm.
to when you decide to go low. Because Drake went low when he said that uh Kendrick's partner, his wife, I don't know, or fiance,
Yeah.
um,
I think it's fiance. Yeah,
fiance,
I think it's
okay,
fiance.
when his fiance basically their son, their child was not what his,
Hmm.
and also he allegedly said that he was alleging that Kendrick physically abuses
Yep.
fiance as well. So it's
Hmm.
like, bro, you went like personal, like it wasn't
Yeah.
even it wasn't even about the rap battle no more. It was about you went
Now you're
low,
attacking the family.
you
Yeah.
went low, bro.
Yeah.
So like you can't control how Kendrick decided to respond to you. So he dragged your behind to the Netherlands of the earth.
As he should have. If you attack my fiance, my kids, and anything, I know they say, you can't tell, like you just said, you can't tell somebody how mad to get or whatever. But if you're gonna go that low, please know I'm going to hell. We going there. I can go lower than you. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I just like I saw a post that said I was watching and said it's just certain people like I just don't think Drake anticipated what Kendrick was gonna do because Kendrick normally he puts out music and he kind of just he
Yeah.
kind of chills. Um, but I don't think that Drake was ready for where Kendrick really is, like as a
Yeah. I mean,
lyricist.
here's the thing. Drake he's been like what you would consider, I guess. I've heard Charlamagne say one time, like white hot. Like his career was like white hot, and that's something that you just rarely ever see. Like somebody who every time they drop something, it's always like getting pushed. I mean, he's always like getting number ones and everything like that. Like he's been that way for like a decade, if
Hmm.
not a little more. And it's like nobody's ever had to challenge him. And to the point that he got like bored and he started making like like the house music album and the last album he put out, like he and wearing the berets in his head, like berets in his head, like I was saying, like he's gotten bored. And Kendrick is like he's a student of the craft, and he has been constantly pushing his pen to the paper, and he has not let the love of the game leave his heart. The heart part six. Um, you see what I did? But he hadn't let the love of the game leave his heart, so he's always had that in him, and like when it comes time to deliver, he delivers. Whereas Drake has just been like, nobody's ever gonna be able to knock me off my throne. You know what I'm saying? Anything I put out, my fans are gonna love it. People gonna support it. I got the industry in my back pocket. They're gonna push anything. Some people say, you're paying for streams and whatnot. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I mean, with some of the stuff he puts out, maybe he has, people like, streaming farms pushing his music. But Kendrick is like he's like real hip hop, whereas Drake is kind of like hate to say it, manufactured, but it's kind of manufactured.
Mm, mm. Yeah, like I said, like personally, and I had to tell somebody this. I was like, I'm not, like I said, I'm definitely not, I don't dislike Drake. Like I said again,
Mm.
I like especially his earlier stuff. Definitely love some, definitely love his earlier stuff. Like I said, I like some of the stuff he's put out or whatever. But like I said, I'm not a I don't dislike Drake. But like I said, this is definitely Kendrick's time right now. I mean,
Yep.
but it's similar. I had to explain this again to somebody else too. And I know people are like, why you got to bring her into this? So it's like the same thing with Beyonce. Like I actually love Beyonce. Like I love her. I'm just not crazy about the newer stuff.
Okay.
That's just my like I
Yeah.
said, that's just my opinion. Now again, and even just with the awards and everything, I think what she's done, I think is dope. I think she's made history. I think it's cool that again she's breaking the barriers and
Mm.
she's not putting herself in a box. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like and doing and doing what she wants to do with her music. I'm just not necessarily a fan of the newer stuff. You know what I'm saying? But again,
Okay.
that doesn't take away my dislike for her.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Since
I
we go
said,
on the
it's like I said, it's the same thing with Drake. Like I don't dislike Drake, but again, it's just like with this whole thing,
yeah,
it's clearly K dot. I mean, you know.
definitely. I was just gonna say since we're going there with Beyonce, I do not think I listen to Cowboy Carter. I do like, some it's a good portion of the album I like. Um, I do not think this was the album that she should have won Album of the Year for. If anything, I would say the self-titled album Beyonce. That was that was at least the first one. Lemonade, yeah. Renaissance, yeah, but Cowboy. I think out of the last four albums she's put out, Cowboy Carter has been the weakest,
Mm,
just in my opinion.
I got you. Yeah, I love the self-titled Beyonce album. Actually,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's one of my
I mean,
favorite
that was when
albums.
she did a surprise drop. Nobody was expecting.
Nobody was
That was the
expecting
first
it.
time she did it. I
Yeah.
remember I had my iPod at the time, and it was like at night, and I was about to go see Black. As a matter of fact, it was during Christmas time because I was getting ready to go see her play Black Nativity, and all of a sudden I saw like on the Apple with the iTunes store, Beyonce, and I was like, "What is this?" And I immediately had to download it and figure out what it was because I saw the videos. I was like, "Oh, she got the videos with it too." I got to hear.
Yeah, she should have won album of the year for that.
Yeah.
She definitely should have won album of the year for that. Um, but yeah, but back to Kendrick and back to the Super Bowl thing. I will say I would have liked to have seen him do the Heart Part 6 just to bring SWV out.
Okay. Um. Somebody said they wanted to
But I
see
know
him.
that again that doesn't go with the message of what he was trying to
Yeah.
deliver. So but I love the Heart Part 6. That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
songs on the GNX album. So I would have liked to have seen, and I know like Lily, I think she made she wrote on Instagram or something. She was saying it would be cool if
Yeah.
since they sampled it, since he sampled it, it would have been cool to have SWV come out.
Yeah.
Um,
And,
you know,
somebody said somebody, and I agree with. He should have did poetic justice, and he could have brought Janet back out there, where she got banned because of this whole Super Bowl performance.
yeah,
And imagine her coming back on the Super Bowl stage again to perform. Yeah, was it 11 years later? No, I'm tripping. That was 2004. Was it? Listen, y'all know the math. I can't do math right now. But
21, 21,
2004,
21 years later.
20, there we go, 21. Listen, English was my best subject, not math. But 21 years ago, and her to come back on the stage, that'd have been powerful. But I
I agree.
mean,
I didn't even think about that. That would have been. I didn't think about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
then it would be an extra sprinkle of petty.
right.
We're not doing Drake's part.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's a Drake. You're doing a Drake song. You don't have him on there at all. You don't even let him to get. You don't let any part of his voice be heard, and you have Janet out there performing. And then as soon as that part ends, she walks on off. So that would have been dope.
I
But
agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. What do you think about people saying that they wish Lil Wayne would have performed?
I would say, have you seen the current Lil Wayne? Because I was thinking about this earlier. I think we all are like stuck on the nostalgia of like the 2004, 2005, 2006 Wayne. You got to think about how Lil Wayne is now. Like he's not performing the way he's already said he can't even remember his own lyrics. So it's like he doesn't he back in the day he didn't go to rehearsals, you know. And I think he was having problems with that currently, like not going to rehearsals for shows. And I saw a performance of him like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. Horrible. So if Lil Wayne wants to be on the Super Bowl stage, he's gonna have to do some training or something because there's no way the current Lil Wayne needs to be on a Super Bowl halftime show.
Mm.
Not by himself. Not as
I
the headliner.
I
He could
agree.
come out, he can come out and support somebody, but not as a headliner.
I agree. I think. Well, of course, again, Drake is Drake still his artist?
That I don't know. I mean, I don't hear him say Young Money anymore. But
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess they're still friends. I don't know. But anyway,
yeah.
but obviously, Lil
I mean,
Wayne's Lord.
he has Lil Wayne as his profile picture on Instagram. So I mean,
Okay. Well, I mean,
yeah,
so obviously, Lil Wayne's loyalty is gonna be towards Drake. That's
yeah.
obvious. But I think because originally, because again, I feel that Kendrick is always for the culture. I
Hmm.
think if Lil Wayne, because eventually, because at one point Lil Wayne did take accountability as far as when the first announcement first happened, he was taking accountability like, I wasn't, really prepared to,
Yeah.
be a headliner. But then later on down the line, it was like some shots were being thrown a little bit.
I mean, I think he let the fans get in his head and like kind of gas him up to do that.
Yeah, so I feel like if that didn't happen, I think because Kendrick is for the culture, I think there would have been some part of Lil Wayne coming
Yeah.
up at some point. Like just like I said
Yeah.
again to do a snippet. But realistically, because obviously the Drake and Kendrick beef and Lil Wayne's loyalty is obviously towards Drake. If that would have happened, I don't think Drake would have taken that well because you see he just unfollowing
Nah.
people. Like he just unfollowing people
Yeah.
left and right. He
I
said,
thought that
"Listen,
Lil Wayne did he was doing a show or something. He came out somewhere and they had played Not Like Us and he was singing it
oh,
on stage.
I don't
This was
know."
like when it first it was either that or one of the other diss tracks, I don't know. But he was on stage and they played it and he didn't say turn it off.
Mm, mm. Oh
So
wow. Um,
yeah.
yeah, and like I said, I saw people was say I think Charlamagne was saying that he thought that Drake shouldn't have necessarily did Not Like Us, but that's bananas to me because first of all, he just won 5 Grammys for it,
Right.
and it's 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 a cultural phenomenon. I'm sorry,
You
I don't,
yeah, you know the people want to hear that. People
yeah.
are waiting for that song. So I think
So
he did great having it at the end of the show because there was that build up to it. Like he was teasing it and then taking it back and then teasing it and taking it back. And then he finally, played it.
But like I said, for me, I don't necessarily like. Okay, of course it is. Of course it is a part of the beef, the diss towards Drake. But even just in relation to the performance itself, I think that's also shot at people who are trying to get rid of our initiatives. Like it's
Okay.
these
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah, yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
these
Yeah.
people are
They
not
not
like
like us.
us. Like they're not.
Yeah, yeah. And you
And
got the president there.
yeah, like it's like it was a part of the whole mess again. I think the message about the state of where we are as a country that was more prevalent than this Drake beef.
Hmm.
Did he throw some shots at Drake? Absolutely, of course. Duh. That was
Oh, yeah.
obvious. He was going to do that, especially with this whole lawsuit stuff. So of course he was going to do it. But I think
Hmm.
the message as a whole, I think, took precedent over that, over the beef or whatever. And I just think a lot of people just chose to not like it because not like the performance because either A, you're a Drake fan, like heavy. I'm talking about like heavy, like I don't know what
Yeah.
Drake's fan beehive is called. I don't know what
Uh,
Drake beehive was to be called,
I
but
I don't either. I
so
don't even know
but
what they call.
you're part of Drake's beehive, so you're either that or B again, um, you are were looking more for an entertainment show.
Mm.
Which again, nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with people who didn't like the performance, because there was some Super Bowl performances I didn't like.
I mean,
However,
yeah.
I don't appreciate people like belittling this man and trying to just belittle his career, because a lot of people are saying nobody knew who Kendrick was until Not Like Us. I said, what is wrong with you people?
Do y'all not
Like,
realize how many Grammys he had before he had Not Like Us? Like,
yes, yes. Do y'all realize this man is a Pulitzer Prize winner, a
right.
recipient? Like, what's wrong with y'all? This man, like I saw a tweet basically like what was it? One of the was it Humble? Humble is like double platinum. I mean not double platinum, double diamond or something like that.
Double Diamond. I can believe that.
Let me
That sounds like
see.
some MAGA people hating that, to be honest. Like, because I did see some MAGA people saying nobody knows who Kendrick Lamar is, so why is he performing?
Stop the crazy. Yeah, it says Humble is double diamond.
Double Diamond.
Like,
And
come
that's
on.
and to go Diamond, that's what? That's a million?
I don't know.
I think Diamond is a million. So I just remember back in the day when it was like physical albums. I know Usher's Confessions that did like Diamond and like it sold like a million in a week.
Mm.
And so Lil Wayne too. Lil Wayne the Carter 3. I think that sold a million in a week as well.
Like I said, I just think it's crazy that again people are just like trying to downplay this man's career, and it's just like
Yeah.
y'all are crazy, bro.
I mean,
Crazy.
there's no way they would have chosen him to be on the Super Bowl halftime show. You have to be a mega star to get that position as a headliner. Now you can come on, somebody can invite you on as a guest, but to be a headliner, you have got to be a superstar.
Yeah. Am I sitting up here saying like it was the best Super Bowl of all time, Super Bowl halftime performance of all time? No, I'm not saying that. But is it up there? Is it
Yeah.
top? Like in the rankings? Oh, it's up there.
What would you say is the best one if you can think offhand?
Oh gosh.
I know it's gonna be
Okay,
tough for me too.
so I feel like I should say either Michael Jackson or Prince, just because that's what everybody says. But I'm gonna be
Is
honest
it?
with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Because I don't even remember watching the Super Bowl when they performed.
I watched it on YouTube. I don't remember Prince's, but I've seen Michael Jackson's on YouTube twice.
And like I said again, of course, they are up there as top performers. Like, we're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
definitely not taking that away from them. But from the actual live Super Bowls that I've seen on television, I know a lot of people are gonna be shocked by this, but I got to give it to Beyonce, because I'm talking about the first Beyonce performance,
The
like
first,
when the power went out
yeah, yeah.
after she performed.
Uh-huh.
Like, to me, that was like, from what I physically seen on TV live, that was the best. That was the best one to me. And then second one, um, second one, I'm going to go with Usher's was tight. I heavily enjoy Usher's Super Bowl performance. I don't know if that's second, but I heavily enjoyed that one. I enjoyed Usher's Super Bowl performance, Super halftime performance. But I liked. I'm gonna say the only reason I'm gonna say Coldplay.
Because Beyonce.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Beyonce and Bruno Mars, like, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
necessarily, think that's second just because it was Coldplay's, but
Hmm.
it was what made it up there. It was because Beyonce came out. No, Bruno Mars came out, did his song, and then Beyonce came out and did Formation, and it's
Yeah.
just the way that she had the women in the black and the gold and the Black Panthers, and then they had the Michael Jackson symbolism and stuff and all
Hmm.
that stuff, and they was literally in formation getting it. Like, it was just
Yeah.
that was just a good Super Bowl halftime show. Like, it's like
That was.
and no diss to Coldplay, but it's like actually my little brother and sister actually hate that Super Bowl. They're upset every time I bring it up because they love Coldplay. and they were
Oh,
really upset that Beyonce and Bruno Mars took over.
uh, took over the
And
show. They took
and
their
I'm
shine.
like,
I mean,
you don't invite Beyonce to
right?
come be a part of your Super Bowl performance if you don't expect for her to take over. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I know if you know me, you know my favorite artist is Missy Elliott. So I'm gonna have to say Katy Perry, but just the part when Missy came out, that part is one of my favorite. Because it was so unexpected, and then you had young people talking about who is this person, and then they
That
looking
pissed
her
me
up and
off.
everything.
That
Yeah,
pissed me
because
off.
it's like because music, Missy is just iconic. Her videos are just out of this world, and music is just crazy. But anyway, so that one, and then I got to go with the Coldplay as well. Like that was a good one with her and Bruno. I mean, again, for her and Bruno, like, and then oh no 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 no, you know what? I also when they had Dr. Dre and them a couple years back,
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent, Snoop, uh, that was a good
That was a good
one.
one.
Usher, Usher was cool. I liked Usher's. Um, even though that home wrecking Alicia Keys, and I will not let her live it down. That home wrecking Alicia Keys is on there, and that ex-wife Mashonda came and stole her voice at the very beginning to let her know, don't you ever. I ain't gonna say it, 'cause don't you ever steal another. No, okay, never. We gonna move on.
Oh wow. Oh wow. One more
That
thing
home wrecking
about
Alicia Keys.
you funny. Yeah, there were a couple other things too. Like, and I had to watch this. Well, the first time I watched it, I saw the game over at the end. In the crowd. When he did TV off. They had game over at the end. However, I think the second time I watched it, I had saw in the crowd, warning wrong way. That was in the lights in the crowd too. And then my coworker had to point out to me, um, and I missed this completely. Um, the PlayStation, the different the triangle, the circle, the X, and the square with the PlayStation buttons. I had missed that all completely. So he had pointed that out to me. So it's just so many things that was in this performance that again I'm probably have to watch it again um to see other stuff I probably done missed too. So like I said, the performance was definitely message heavy. It was more than just um a quote unquote continuation of this thing with Drake. It was a bigger message in play with this performance. And I wrote a post that said some people care more about being entertained than educated. And there's nothing wrong with being. It's nothing. That's what entertainment is. Nothing wrong with wanting to be entertained. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. However, the type of artist that Kendrick is, and I feel like within his entertainment, there's going to be some type of education. So I think again, just with the state of where we are in this country, with so much division, not just with the country, but this division within the culture, I think that the message was needed and was definitely prevalent, um, you know, for us as the viewers. So yeah. One more thing about Kendrick's Super Bowl performance. I wrote this on Facebook. The precision of the choreography.
Yeah,
Who choreographed that? Because I
I
need to
don't know
know.
who did it, but
I
yeah,
need to know.
they were rehearsing.
It was just whoo, it was just on point. It was just ridiculous. It
That
was
um, I don't know what kind of car that is. They got all them people hopping about it. I don't need that many people in my car. That's too many people. Uh, I mean, I know they weren't all in the car. I'm just saying.
That's
But
funny.
that and then I also love that Samuel L. Jackson was like narrating the whole thing and kind of like it was telling the story. So it's like you really gotta appreciate Kendrick Lamar, man. He was telling a story and that a lot of time that he had, and I think he told an amazing story. Um,
He's a storyteller. That's what he
yeah,
does. That's what he
yeah,
does. He does this.
yeah.
Oh gosh,
And so, I mean, if you getting that in like 13, 14 minutes, imagine what this tour is gonna be like, which I'm pretty probably sure I'm not gonna be going to.
I'm not gonna
But
be able to make it.
yeah, but I'm just like, imagine what this tour is gonna be like. Like,
Yeah, I wish I could go. I really do wish I
me
could go,
too.
but
I pro
you know, adulting takes
it's
precedence.
listen, listen. I go to a lot of concerts on YouTube, so I
That's
might be seeing this one front row VIP on YouTube as well.
I heard that. I heard that he needs to do another Amazon
Oh
pop
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was fire. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
yeah. I
and
love it.
bro, I was trying to go to that. Like I was,
Oh yeah, you were. I think you did tell me you were trying to
because
go.
I was off on Juneteenth, and I was trying to go, but you know, again, gotta look at them pockets.
You got to.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, President Trump was in attendance. I want
Hmm.
people. Don't get it twisted, people. I work at a news station, so I have to keep things professional. I don't want people to be like, "Oh my God,
I
you."
don't, so I won't.
Listen, the last time I spoke crazy, somebody tried to call my job and get me fired. So
Oh, okay,
yeah, two people in fact tried to call my job and get me fired. But we will not go into that story.
okay. Let's yeah.
But
Got to keep your
yes,
job.
I gotta keep my job, gotta pay these bills. So yeah, I have to be correct. I don't want people to think I'm betraying the culture. I'm not,
Mm.
but you know, I want to keep my job. Um, so, but but which is ironic. This is ironic that we're going here. But I said it once. I can say Trump now. So Trump was in attendance at the Super Bowl. And speaking of Trump, this was the original topic we were going to talk about when we was going to do the podcast originally. We'll talk about um the dangers of cancer culture.
Mm.
Because if you people don't remember, a few years back when Trump won the first time, there's a certain artist by the name of Chrisette Michelle who
Hmm.
said, "I am going to perform because I am trying to, do some type of
Unite.
unity. I'm trying to unite the
Yeah.
people. I'm trying to do a unity. Trying to do unity. Trying to do the unity. That don't make no sense. Trying to unite the people. I want unity. That's what I want."
Hmm.
And poor Chrisette Michelle was canceled. They said she is betraying the people. This ain't it. This ain't the move. And Poe thing was canceled. Not only just her, and I know a lot of people don't remember this probably, but Tina from Mary Mary was also canceled
Oh
because she
yeah, yeah, yeah,
also,
yeah.
she talked about, I think she said she voted for Trump the first time.
Hmm.
And so she was also canceled for, for that.
Hmm.
And so here we are. We're going to fast forward to 2024 or 2025. And so Trump has won second time, and we see certain individuals have decided to perform there. Nelly,
Hmm.
Snoop Dogg was DJing, I believe, and Rick Ross.
Ross.
Um, and was
Soldier Boy as well.
and Soldier Boy. And what's ironic about Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg actually did a video the first time around when Trump the first time around
Yeah.
about I don't remember exactly what he said, but basically he was just saying about people, again, not representing the culture because you
He
decided
said,
to
"Which one of you?" It was some kind of old term. I don't know if he said jive turkey or something. Which one of you? I'm just gonna say jive turkeys are gonna be up there and be like, "Oh yes, a mess. I'll perform for you, boss." Which one of
and,
you gonna be the first one to do that?
and here we go. He's there. Um, I
And
think
I'm
like
like,
go
I'm just
ahead.
like, you don't need the money. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you. I'm just like, you don't need the money. You got all this money you just got from being, at the Olympics over the summer. So I was like, I think they say they made like $9 million over doing the
Mm,
Olympics. You
mm.
don't need this money. You don't like. All right, go ahead, go ahead.
No, no. I was just gonna say. I just feel like the people owe Chris and Michelle an apology.
And she'll never get it. And that's the problem. She'll never get it. I mean, I never canceled her, but
I didn't either. Epiphany is still on.
yeah,
Is still on the rotation.
that's a great album too. That album is. If y'all have not heard that album with Epiphany, the album is titled Epiphany, right?
I think so.
Yeah, if you haven't, because I remember the album's like a gold cover because I actually bought the physical CD. Uh, that was I think about the deluxe version too. Either way, incredible album, and she's an incredible artist. And I hate what happened to her career because I really honestly don't think she was trying to do it for any other reason than to try to unite the people. Because if you look at who Chrisette Michelle is, like she's always been like a peaceful, vibey type of girl. Like it's never been like I'm trying to get above anybody else, or anything like that, or trying to stab somebody in the back. She's always been like a very peaceful, calm type of person. So I just hate what happened to her career after that.
And there's no way I'm definitely not. I was definitely not canceling Mary Mary, so that was happening. So,
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
don't know what you think people thought was gonna happen, but the thing, like I said again, this is why I don't agree with cancel culture. I've never agreed with cancel culture. I've never just never agreed with it because people pick and choose when they want to cancel somebody.
Mhm.
Especially, it's based on if you like this artist or not
Yeah.
versus their actions. It's okay if you dislike an artist or dislike whatever. I think that's fine. But at the same, I just don't agree with cancel culture because again, it's like you're choosing it based off of a preference versus the action. Because again, if you're
Mhm.
gonna cancel this person for this who did this, you got to cancel everybody who's done it as well.
I agree.
I just that's just what I feel like. I mean, it's, that,
Um, I just for me since we're talking about those four that for the recent,
yeah.
inauguration, Snoop was the one it really like. I normally don't get shocked, but seeing that video before and how heavy he was talking about being anti, Trump because of saying he's a racist and everything, I was so surprised that he decided to perform for this inauguration. I was just like, you of all people, what happened?
And I could see if Trump changed his views
Yeah.
or or his actions aligned with
Mhm.
a changed viewpoint, but his actions have gotten worse.
This is a revenge tour for Trump. Like he's coming back worse than he was in 2016.
So it's like, y'all, what are we doing? What are we doing? Nothing has changed. No, I'm sorry. Things have changed. It's gotten worse.
I think I had heard something that he had like freed one of Snoop's homeboys or something like that in prison. I don't know, and maybe that's what changed it. I don't know how true that is, but I did hear something like that. But even still, it's like, okay, he freed your one homeboy, but think about all the other stuff he's done. One black person is not gonna be enough to get my vote. I'm sorry, because you're gonna be doing damage to millions of other black people.
It just shows that there people have a price, and it's like there obviously you can be bought.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I just
And I mean, they not like us.
yeah, bring it back home. Bring it back home. Um. So yeah. That there's that. Um. So we're gonna jump into this last topic here
Okay.
because my boy Kevin J. Stone wrote something on Facebook, and
You got receipts.
I listen. My name is Carlton Receipts Clay. That's what my name is. They call me Carlton's Receipts Clay. Um,
Oh man.
but I want to touch on this real quick while I got you. And then we're gonna go home on this. So Kevin J. Stone wrote, "Man, I could write a book on how tough this industry can be, and that would just be on the indie level. I let a lot of stuff slide, but I peep stuff and stay quiet. Now, we're not gonna be messy here. This is not the messy corner. This is not the
Okay.
petty partition. Um, so we're not getting into like details or people or whatever. I don't care about that.
Hmm.
The reason I brought it up was because I actually can relate to you on that because um as people know, I specifically work in the independent space, and I think I was talking about this with somebody recently. I was just like I said if the independent level is like this, I can only imagine what the mainstream is like because
Yeah.
like it's treacherous in these streets. It
Man, listen, yeah. Um, okay, so I'll briefly go into. I'm not gonna, put any names or anything like that, but I'll just say this. I'm a very nice person,
You are.
regardless of what some people may think.
Wait a minute.
I'm a
Wait,
nice
hold up.
person.
Pause. People think you're
Yeah,
mean?
I could I could be blunt sometimes. You know
No,
what
no, no.
I'm
I mean,
saying?
yeah, you. Okay, because I've seen your bluntness, but I feel like
Yes, yeah.
your blunt is it's still kind of nice. Like not like
A
not
nice
like
blunt. Okay.
yeah. It's a blunt with love.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
kind of just receive it for what it is.
There
But
you go.
but but anyway,
Okay,
continue.
but okay, so I feel like people take advantage of that. Like they take your kindness for weakness. They think because you don't complain. Because I'm not gonna be the person that's gonna be on set complaining. Because I already know going in. You on set, you're gonna be there for a long day. I already know that. I have no problem with that. What I do have a problem with is you constantly thinking that because I'm the nice person, and I can be quiet at times. Like when I don't know a lot of people, I'm kind of reserved. Now, like when I'm filming with you and it's the crew. I'm joking or whatever. Like I know everybody. But if I'm new to a set, I'm kind of like just taking things in. Um, and so, they'll do things like pushing, all your scenes to the end, and then it gets to the point that, oh, well, now, it's gotten so late because we've done everything else. We're gonna have to push your scenes to another day, or, what I'm saying, we're just gonna have to write this scene out all together. And I'm like, okay, look, respect me, respect my time, respect who I am. Yes, I know I'm a nice person, but that does not mean I'm a pushover. So, I wanted to make one general post, put it out there, and then just I got it. Usually I don't even do that, but I was like, I'm gonna do this one time because I'm like normally the person to tell people, okay, look, come, just take that down. But
You constantly tell me to, so
yeah, but this is like I feel like people see me and they take the kindness for weakness. They think that they can just or they see you as not as important. Like if you on a project and they got bigger names, you know, you getting pushed out of like, photo shoots or, they forgetting your name and the credits and things like that. It's like, come on, man. Don't make me feel like I'm forgettable. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you. I
Yeah,
got
I'm
you.
talented. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's a build up to the point that it got to the point where it wasn't like just having one day and I just put it up there. No, this is a build up of stuff I've seen over, the years.
I understand. I understand. Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna get into all the nuts and bolts of my experiences, because
Mm.
I would be here for 4 hours. But excuse me. But yeah, I'm trying to find my words because the last time I expressed myself about things, people were trying to get me fired from my job. So,
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
um,
I get it.
yeah, it's just you. This is why, honestly, I have trust issues.
Mm.
I have extreme. I have over the years. I have developed extreme trust issues and um anxiety when it
Okay.
comes to working with people, and it's partially my
Mm.
fault because I got so excited because so many people wanted to work with me. I didn't use my discernment. I was
Mm.
just like,
Mm.
oh, okay. I was like, okay, I'm doing Lover's Lane.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm doing all these other shows, and everybody
Yeah.
wants to come work with me. So let me figure it out and let me, whatever, whatever. And not saying my head got bigger or anything, but again, I just let my shield down and I allowed some people to infiltrate that
Mm.
were snakes in disguise. And so I got bit a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so unfortunately, for me in my case in this like I said again, I have, and I think, and also not I think I know that is the reason why I'm so hesitant even into getting back into doing this again because I am afraid of that happening again. And I think I'm a little bit more wiser now, obviously, and a little bit more discerning. But it's still that I still have that in the back of my mind because it's traumatic when you invest in somebody and you invest your time and you invest into their careers, especially when a lot of these people weren't getting opportunities
Mm-hmm.
at all. And not to toot anything, but the reason why they're getting a lot of opportunities now is because of you.
Yeah.
And then they just throw you to the side like you don't matter anymore. That's
Yeah.
traumatic. That's traumatic. Again,
Oh, yeah.
I know I put on this hard
Facade.
facade and everything, but no, that shit hurts.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, yeah, I think that's I know a lot of people is like, why you not doing stuff anymore? Da, da, da. Well, one honestly, like I said, one I was tired. I was really tired, like extremely. I was tired. I was really tired. Two,
Mm.
it wasn't fun for me anymore. It stopped being fun. It started being about, um, okay, I got to do this. I gotta fulfill these commitments. And it's just really,
Yeah.
it really just stopped being fun. Um, but three again is just my trust issue. Like I have extreme trust issues with a lot of this now.
Man.
So
Yeah. It's something because you gotta deal with. If you're not dealing with that, you're dealing with people talking about you behind your back, which that I'm cool with that. Like I can handle that. I can deal with that. I don't because that's not gonna get to me. But it's just like when I'm on set, like just respect me, respect my time. Don't make me feel like I'm somebody just replaceable. Like because I've been doing this for a minute. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? This is over 15 years. I put in the work. I put in the time, and I work hard. So just respect.
yeah, I feel it. I feel it. I mean, that's happened to me as far as like interviews. Like I've done interviews and it's just like they never came out, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, what happened? Like I mean, and again,
Yeah,
I always tell people like honestly for me the biggest commodity that I have is my time, and
yeah,
it's like I don't like my time wasted. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel you on
exactly.
that. Like it just in your case, like it takes again not just time, but I don't know where you're filming at or whatever, but it takes gas to get up there. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? It's like again, not only are you there all day, but it's just like you just sitting there, I ain't do nothing, you ain't do nothing, and it's just like, at least let me get one scene in, you know what I'm saying? Like at
Yeah,
least
you're right.
something, I mean, it's not always easy to like it's not always easy to have to shift your schedule around and everything. And again,
It's not.
I get it. I get it from the production side. Things happen, but like you said, with what you're saying, like just moving your stuff back because you're quote unquote not a bigger name than whoever else you may be sharing the project with.
Yeah,
That's inexcusable, man. Just yeah, nah. I feel you on that, man. And the whole forgetting your name thing, that's wild. That's kind of crazy. That's
yeah.
diabolical. That's
And that's happened more than one time, and I'm just like, wow, okay.
I
And I'm like, it's not like I'm just like I got like I'm an extra or I got one scene, one line. I'm like a supporting character,
right.
and my
I,
name has been forgotten, and I'm just like, all right,
I've actually had I keep using this word. I've actually had like that's why I check my credits like 50 times because I'm like
mm-hmm.
I like when I'm turning in stuff like but the film specifically because once you turn into films like that's it. Like I know people think you can just I know people probably think we upload the movies to Tubi, but we don't.
Yeah.
You actually like have to send it to somebody and they do all that stuff and the distributors and all other great things. But like once you send the movie off, like that's it. Like you cannot like a lot if they do let you make corrections, it costs you to get those corrections made.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
See, I ain't
because
know that.
yeah. Like yeah. So that's why I check them things 50 times. I make sure them things
Okay,
spelled
yeah,
right.
that makes sense.
I make sure it's spelled right. I make sure everybody is included. I'm like, because, you know, first of all, it would make me feel better I left somebody off. That would literally make me feel like, dang, I really left somebody off. But like,
Yeah.
just again, like you said, just to your point, like, you put in work. You know what I'm saying? So you deserve to be recognized for the work you put in. The
Yeah,
least you could do is put my name in the doggone project. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I get it. I get it. I definitely get it. Yeah, like I said, I think that a lot of people have a lot of stories to tell. Um,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah. I didn't even
um,
put them all on there. It's more I can say, but no,
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Somebody did tell me that I've had a couple of people actually tell me that I should write a book, and I was like, I don't think y'all want
yeah,
that. I don't think you want. And again, and I'm not sitting up here like I'm perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've made some mistakes as well. Um,
yeah.
I have no problem with taking accountability for the things
Mm,
that I've done as well. But just in the overall scheme of things, I don't see what a book is gonna do, but just honestly be messy and just
yeah,
be
cause
like
more drama.
it cause more drama. It's not gonna do anything. So I just don't. I just if anything, if I ever write a book, it's gonna be about my life. Now,
Yeah.
if some things get sprinkled in there, that's another
These things that
story.
happen in your life, so you got to,
Right.
be
So,
talking
but
about
just to write a pure tell all about the drama of the independent space. No, I'm not doing that.
it.
I don't have the energy, the time, and also too, I am working on not holding on to things. That is
Yeah,
one
that's
thing
a good thing.
that's one thing I have prayed about. I'm like, God, please help me not to hold on to this stuff because not saying I don't enjoy my life, but I feel like I could enjoy it more if I'm not holding on to things of the
Yeah,
past.
yeah, that stuff will kill you.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
you got to let it go.
yeah. So I'm just like I'm just ain't nobody trying to live back there. Ain't
Nah,
nobody trying to live back there, man.
leave,
So
leave that back there. We trying to move ahead. We got bigger things coming up. So
that is
leave that stuff in the past. Let that go.
absolute, absolutely, absolutely. Speaking of things coming up, is there anything coming up for you that you can discuss?
Um. Well, yeah. I'm working on another film with Nelson. I don't even know if I can see the title yet. But either way, I probably could. I'm working with Nelson J. Davis again. Uh, so we'll be filming this weekend, and then I have I just signed on for another project that's supposed to be filming in April, and then another one. Actually, no, I got two projects. One in March. Um, I don't know if I can say that name either,
No,
but I
we
just
don't
know.
want you we don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah, but just know the one I'm doing in March. I'm playing like a dual character, so he's like a con artist. So I'm excited to play him because I'm gonna be playing. So I'm gonna have a goatee at one point, and then at one point I won't. Because it's two different type of. I'm
So
playing like a.
you gonna be babyface again?
Well, I'm gonna have a mustache. I'm gonna have a mustache this time. I'm not doing full. I can't do it. Like I said, look, I ain't doing that again. But I'm gonna have a goatee for part of the role, and then it's gonna be gone and just a mustache for the rest of it. So that's gonna be fun to play. I like playing like the, like the con artist, the bad guy, the villain. I like doing that. So I'm looking forward to that. And then in the other one, I'm playing a detective, so I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, I got those projects coming up. What is coming? Oh, Product of My Environment. That's a series I did. I shot last year. Um, had a great time doing that. I'm playing a character in that that's like a pushover, and I had a lot of fun playing it. We had a great cast. That's coming out. I think June 1st is when it's coming out. It's 6 episodes, and I think it starts airing June 1st. So that's coming out. But yeah,
Nice. Also, guys, Kevin plays Wesley on Carlton's World, the animated series.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Carlton's World, the
No, you.
award-winning animated series, season two. If you have not seen season one, make sure you go to Carlton's World. YouTube. Well, I mean, y'all here now, so just go and click over and, to the page and find it.
Yeah.
This season two. If you thought season one was funny, season two hilarious. Carlton, man, I give you your flowers every time. You always step it up.
I
This is
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward. And then he got special guests coming season two as well. They were special. I know who they are. I'm not saying anything though because I'm not getting written out season three because Carlton will kill somebody off. He'll kill you off. Now I say something tonight, and the next thing you know, yeah, you can go ahead and forget season three. Wesley's not coming back. He died in a plane crash.
I guess their reputation never goes anywhere.
No, it's not gonna go anywhere. I didn't know with Love Is Lane. I never knew when I was gonna go. I was just like, look, keep me, man, please don't take me off this season. I mean, I would cut it. I'm like, look, I don't want to die. Like, I want to stay. Because you had at one point killed me off.
I did.
I thought you had the original season. Wasn't the original season 6 that?
No, you didn't die. Malachi didn't die.
So Malachi was one of the few that stayed alive because you killed everybody off in the original. Right? If we go back to the original scripts, I don't know who. I can't remember who was left. I thought I was gone, but
Malachi did get shot in the original script.
Yeah.
But Malachi didn't die. But
Okay.
To your point, there were a lot of deaths in the original script.
Oh, you know what? Now, speaking of books, what if you ever released the original scripts as a book for season 6 of Love Is Lane?
And still call it Love Is Lane?
I mean, it was Love Is Lane when you wrote it.
But then won't people be confused?
Well, that's what you got to call it something like it's the what do you call it? Like the not alternate version, but yeah, I guess it would be like an alternate universe of Love Is Lane. I'm just saying, are you ever gonna let the people see the original scripts?
I think those are just gonna always be in the vault.
Okay.
I mean, I would talk about them like it was definitely a massacre, people. Like it was.
Yeah.
People were gone.
Yeah.
I mean, because I knew I was into the show, so I was like, I mean, they're not coming back, so I mean, might as well just go ahead and
you got to end with a bang.
Yeah, just think haves and the have-nots, but we did it first. That's all. Just think that.
Okay.
That's how have and the have-nots ended. Like literally, everybody died except one character.
I see. I never watched the show.
But... Yeah, I watched it at the beginning. I was like, no more. I just I'm not watching. I just kind of fell off, and then I watched the last episode because they said it was a series finale, and then like literally everybody died except one character. Like at the end, it was like Tyler.
What was that like a span of 5 days? Because didn't they say like 3 seasons took like 2 days? It was only like the span of like 2 days in the time of the story.
I think that was if Loving You Was Wrong. I don't know about having I don't remember what the time span was for that, but I think if Loving You Was Wrong was like a span of 2 weeks and 5 seasons. I think no, and I'm not being funny. I'm so serious.
I know. I believe it. I believe it. That's crazy.
So I'm not sure. But yeah. Love Is Lane original scripts. Excuse me, y'all. I'm still getting over this cough. Yeah. This thing is lingering.
Drink some water if you need to, man.
Bro, I done drunk a whole gallon. I know this is TMI, but I've been using the bathroom all day, and it's just like that's the thing about drinking water. It's just like you always got to go use the bathroom. Yeah. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised I haven't had to go use the bathroom when we're recording. But yeah, definitely make sure I'm staying hydrated. Yeah, everything I'm fine, but it's just the cough and like but. This is not like it's not unusual because I know a lot of other people that were sick and they're saying their cough has been lingering.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, but yeah, the original scripts to Lover's Lane was a massacre. There was also another alternate to Lover's Lane as well.
Yeah,
There were actually two alternate. I sent it to you.
Yeah.
I sent it to you and Felicia.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh,
that alternate universe, EJ actually was still alive.
mhm.
So how that would have played out was EJ was shot and killed in the season 5. In season 6, he would have woke up, it was a dream. He didn't die. I mean, well, since we're here too, also there was actually another alternate ending that was in my mind. And I think Kevin said that I would have pissed the people off. So,
oh yeah, because when you said dream, I was like, wait a minute, is that the one you about to say now?
yeah. So the original, the idea I had when I was trying to decide how to end the show, Lover's Lane was actually going to be a book that Malachi was writing. So none of that stuff happened. It was all in Malachi's imagination.
Yeah.
And so it would have ended with Malachi and Cynthia still being married, Gabe and Lydia still being married. I think that would have been it. I probably wouldn't even have included First Lady, like Bridget, like in that scene, the ending scene. It would have been like Malachi made all that up.
Yeah, you'd have pissed people off.
And Kevin would have said, Kevin said, I would have pissed everybody off if I would have.
You would have. You definitely would have. But I'm glad you did not do that.
Oh man.
See, sometimes you need your big brother around sometimes just to let you know, Carlton. I know I'm not a writer, but I am a viewer. Don't piss people off.
Oh man. Well, Kev, thank you again, brother, for taking the time out to join me in my world. I definitely appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, man.
Pleasure being here, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody, that is it. As always, I ask that you please subscribe to the page if you are on YouTube. If you're on the listening parts, just do what you do there. but the main thing is, I need you to get on YouTube and subscribe, please. I definitely need that. We're trying to build this page back up. Not gonna get into the whole YouTube story. If you want to hear it, go listen to the other podcasts. Go listen to the other episodes. I talk about it there. But as always, I appreciate you all for listening and or watching. And until next time, thank you for being a part of my world. Peace out.
Hey.